just like home day.
Have you ever heard the long whistle of a freight train rolling through the backwood like a hurricane? Or the sound that the water makes when it's running downstream toward the riverbank? The sound of a rattlesnake, a country mile you can hear them through a canebrake. Where the alligators roam free, it's plain to see, man, it sound like home to me. Have you ever heard the sound of a long whistle blow? Like the sound of a southern wind on the river flow.
Sounds like home, sounds like home, sounds like home, sounds like home.
Good morning, good morning. We're out here on a beautiful day. A little cloudy, but beautiful nonetheless. Enjoying the outdoors. Walking up here to check the set that I put in. I'm not doing traps at the moment, but since I'm right next to it, I'm gonna walk up here and see if there was any activity on it. Does not appear to be, and it would be hard to see any tracks because we haven't had no rain in a little while. So let's take a little gander around here. Does not appear to have been messed with. And our pan is right there. All I have in that is some liver. This is the job where, this is where I spend most of my time. This is, I guess you could say, is my full-time job, but I only do it, it varies really. So I have 40 hours guaranteed, but it's not mandatory. So my boss is pretty cool with that. He guarantees me 40, but it's not mandatory unless we're in like a really busy season or we have a lot going on. So he gives me time to go do other jobs, other trapping jobs. I have my own business doing stump grinding and that type of thing. So he gives me a lot of leniency, and I'm very grateful for that. It's pretty cool having that type of flexibility. But like I was saying, at this particular job, all of my bait and trapping supplies are supplied to me. So I have not used, there's my set back there, I have not used any of my stuff on this job. That is such a prime location. I see tracks all the time coming through here because it's a little border right there along this plowed portion, or where we plant at, and along that part where we don't really cut. And there's a lot of traffic right there. Coyote traffic, bobcat traffic. And I may just bring some of my bait up here just to see if we can get them to stop just for a little bit longer to investigate that set. But anyways, like I said, we're not doing trapping right now. We're gonna go over the property and we're gonna cut down all the standing corn that you see behind me. We're gonna cut that down and get ready for planting again this spring. I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna go back with. This is my first year doing this. As y'all know, I've only been at this job since last September sometime. So this is gonna be my first year doing this, but I'm excited to learn. And this is just another aspect of the land management. Mostly what y'all have seen me do is trapping. There's a lot more that goes into land management than just trapping. But we're trying to get the landscape right, the environment right for these animals, to give them a safe and highly productive place to thrive, really. But we're gonna get this cut using good old John Deere. Got an 8-foot cutter on the back. We're gonna hop in here and knock this out. And I'll get some videos of us cutting it down and all that good stuff. Let's get it.
$1,000 of each bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So yeah, really, you can save a ton, like it better. Imagine being happy with that.
of a lot of things, guys, that would make a work day go bad. Being inside a John Deere tractor. That ain't one of them. This is a good way to spend a work day, let me tell you. Like I said earlier, we just knocking down all this corn, getting ready for planting. We got some controlled burns coming up that we're gonna do. And all this is a learning process for me, so I mean, I'm enjoying it. I do have a pretty good bit of heavy equipment experience before I came to this job, but this is the first, not a first, but the most I've ever been on a tractor before. So I'm enjoying learning about the tractor life, land management, property management, a little bit of farm work. It's all good stuff, guys, good stuff. Like I said, a lot worse things you could be doing. Some good views, good views. Pulling up on this other patch right here, this new patch. It's not a new patch, but it's the one that we're doing next. We're gonna get it knocked down. So, let's get it. Alright, so you can do about 3 rows at a time. I got an 8-foot cutter back here, and we're gonna let it down. About right there. We'll see how that works. Okay, I'm gonna drop your RPMs down. Let that get going. And then you pick your RPMs back up. Let's see what that's like. That looks pretty good. You just don't want that cutter laying on the ground, you know. You want it to be up off the ground a little bit. So you can do about 3 rows at a time, depending on how close they're planted. I'm actually gonna pick that up just a little bit. Paying attention to how soft the ground is. Like y'all have seen in my other videos, this area holds water really bad. Well, I mean, really well if you're trying to build a pond, but really bad if it's out in a pasture. So it just holds water really, really bad. And even though we haven't had rain in, I think, about a week, we could still find ourselves in a screwed up situation where it would ruin all of our day. So it's doing pretty good back there. Oh, went a little field rat running down right through there. And y'all may have seen my or the rifle that I carry in the corner here. So I've been told that the coyotes, they will hang around whenever you out here doing this. You doing any kind of brush hogging or something like that, and they will pop up at the edge of these fields waiting on these mice and rats to run out. So that's why I got that rifle there, just in case one pops up. I'll take a little shot at it. We don't want the coyotes. And we're kind of close to the horse pasture too, so not good. Just making sure that we don't get in any kind of real bad mud. And whenever you're doing anything with equipment, you just want to be sure that you're not just looking straight ahead. I mean, you just want to be paying attention to a lot of stuff. Whenever you're doing something with tractors or heavy equipment, getting off track here. You just want to be looking for vibrations, listening, paying attention. Alright. Well, it'll take me a few minutes to knock this one out, so I'll probably show y'all the end product whenever I move on to the next. Because I think we got a few more. I'm not exactly sure how many more, but we do have a few more to do. We're going to get this one knocked out. Alright, y'all, another one knocked out. Looks pretty good. Got it mowed down. So we're going to turn our PTO off here. Ready to cut her up. We are ready to travel. I'm not exactly sure how many we have left. I know we're getting close to the end. I'm trying to think. There's either one or two more left, I think. We're gonna ride up here just to make sure. We're gonna ride up here and take a look. I think we're making good progress. It did take me a little bit longer than what I thought. Like I said, I didn't know how many that we had to begin with. So I was kind of expecting it to take half a day. We're already almost 2 hours past lunch. But we've done a lot. Just more than what I expected to be out here. But we're going to head on down the road right here and see what we can find. And if we have any more, I'll pick back up with y'all. And if we don't, I'll see y'all on the way back to the shop. We're going to swap vehicles and check some traps before we go home. That's the plan. Alright, I did find one small spot here that still has some corn standing on it, so we're gonna knock it down real quick. And I think this is going to be the wrap. And I'm not sure if I mentioned before, but I do believe that we are going to be putting soybean back down right here. I think. Not 100% positive. But this is it, guys. This is going to be the wrap. We're going to wrap it up with this one, I think. And we're going to check some more traps. So, hope y'all enjoyed watching. This was something different. You're going to be seeing more content like this. Like I said earlier, the change in season, there's going to be a lot more tractor work along with the trapping. But anyways, y'all be good.